road gives them enemies, razor hunters and monsters, blood on the roadside, a life spared and then taken anyway. And in the silence after battle, what had been simmering inside the company finally breaks. Welcome back to the Dark Razor Chronicles streamcast. This is Season 6, Episode 15, Challenge of the Razor. What begins as an ambush on the road quickly becomes something far more dangerous than a skirmish with hunters. Cullen, Sharael, Cair, Sean, Farthen, and DagGar face down hard truths with very little room for patience. But the real fracture comes after the fighting. Honor is tested. Mercy is denied. Authority is challenged. And everything that has been building beneath restraint finally surges to the surface. I'm Mike Carmel, and this is the Dark Razor Chronicles streamcast.
Sharael Maldine. Cair knew me.
Knew you?
Somehow he knew me. But I know we've never met.
Ah, so. Another piece of the contingency puzzle. You have a past with Cair, and he expected you to remember him. Because of this, Cair thinks you're an impostor.
I let out a huff. I think so. Sean believes it anyway.
Ha ha, Shinbo.
Farthen's jovial voice rings out, and I see DagGar walking in front of him, talking as DagGar always does. Just then, a voice calls down from the trees, far up to our right.
Hold it there!
Cair and Sean are so far ahead, they may not have heard, as they keep walking.
I said, hold!
Oh, fuck.
Farthen mutters.
Cullen, Avon. The voice puts me on edge. Hand goes to the razor, but I don't draw. Not yet. Eyes scan the hillside, trees, shadows. Then I see him. A man in a chest plate, gauntlets, sword strapped across his back.
Hey, it's Billy!
DagGar calls out.
Oh, blimey.
Farthen groans, one hand to his forehead. What? I ask.
Oh, lad.
He replies, taking the last few steps to close our gap. His voice heavy.
He may be a razor hunter.
Farthen? He seems like he wants to say more, but Billy calls again.
Oi! What do you want?
Cair's voice cuts through the distance as he and Sean finally start heading back. I think that's what Billy wanted, because then they appear. 8 enormous creatures step from the undergrowth, 3 on each side, 2 behind. I swallow hard. The creatures resemble hulking bullfrogs, swollen, dark grass green, and grotesquely fat. Their bodies form a single mass, no necks separating their broad shoulders from oversized heads. Wide mouths stretch from shoulder to shoulder, thin off-white lips sagging onto vast bellies. Warty brown bumps cover their green hides, and bulging eyes perch high on their skulls, frog-like and alert. Their arms are short, their legs appear too thin. Each wears dirty brown leather armor studded with spikes of blackened steel. Boots, altogether too large, fit loosely, sloppily laced as though scavenged from the dead, plucked from a battlefield, taken despite their obvious oversized proportions. They carry double-headed battle axes and look more than ready to use them.
Oh, hi, goblins.
Farthen mutters.
Gobbers!
DagGar chitters with enthusiasm. Billy just grins.
What do you want?
Cair repeats, drawing his sword. Billy's tone remains calm.
Now hold on. This can be settled without bloodshed. We only want the sword.
So, razor hunters. And Farthen clearly knows more than he's saying.
No.
Sharael hisses and begins reciting an incantation under her breath.
Oh, try and take it. We outnumber you 6-9.
Cair rolls his eyes, disgusted. That look again.
What sword? I'm not a game-playing man. I know you carry the dark razor. Let's not quibble. I was in La Rose the day of the fire, heard the rumors. Some of you match the descriptions, some don't.
He's right. We traveled nearly a straight line from La Rose, but razor hunters would have had to travel through dire wood or skirt around it. On foot, they'd be 2 days behind. So, if not the ones who pursued us, then who?
If you drop the sword now, you can be on your way.
An odd thing to say. He should know the razor must be won. But I remember Cair's surprise at Marta's, and how Arkin had asked, "What rules?"
We're not surrendering the sword.
Enough.
A new voice, deep, rough, croaking, almost incomprehensible. Billy turns. One of the gobbers steps forward. Sharael stops her spell and starts cursing. Not sure why. She looks rattled.
We want the razor, and we know that puny human carries it.
He lifts a gloved hand and points, right at me. Puny. I blink. Guess I am to them.
Give it, or we take it.
Cair shakes his head, frustrated. Turns to Sean.
That's Tonkis, isn't it?
I think so. Forget bargaining. Make him angry. That's our best chance.
Cair nods, breathes in, yells.
We don't bargain with gobbers or mercenaries.
A long pause. He and Sean stay loose, casual.
Be ready.
Farthen grunts, pulling his axe from the clips on his back. Sean draws his sword. DagGar lands on the grass, tail curled high with cuirass already drawn. Even Sharael pulls her blade.
Stay behind us, Sharael.
Cair barks, using his sword like an arm to keep her back. Then he calls out.
I know who you are, Tonkis. My brother and I dispatched half your crew 2 years ago. You sure you want to try this? Not much of a fight.
His arrogance does the trick.
Olosis, you killed my father and brother.
The gobber shakes with rage, sending ripples through his flab. Opens its mouth wide, rows of yellowed, pointed teeth, thick purple tongue flapping. Tries to form words, but it's all stutter and spit. Then he bellows, a croaking war cry, and charges. Boots pound the hillside.
Holy smokes! You always have a way with people, Cair.
Tonkis thunders down, axe raised. Billy scrambles to rally his crew.
That was good.
It's only good if they all charge. Come on, fellas. You toads afraid of a few puny people like us?
Billy glances back. His gobbers hesitate, eyes darting, bodies pivoting awkwardly to look side to side. No necks.
Yeah, you toadstools!
Dagger screeches. Despite Billy's presence, the other gobbers charge, each howling the same insane battle cry behind Tonkis.
That did it.
Sean says, grinning wide.
Sure enough.
Cair replies, though his face has turned grim. I'm vibrating with fright. 9 monstrous opponents barrel down the long hill toward us. As they pick up speed, their flabby bulk bounces in sickening rhythm. Tonkis, far ahead of the others, stumbles, falls flat on his face, and begins to roll. Arms and legs flail, axe spinning as he fights to stop the motion. Then he's up again, bounding forward. The others catch up to him, some even overtake. 2 stumble, 1 topples, and 1 behind trips over. They roll well, I'll give them that. Their roundness makes it almost graceful. Almost. If they weren't charging to kill us, it might be funny. Maybe someday. One of them stays down, looks like a broken arm. Another limps, injured leg dragging as it searches for its weapon. Billy watches with growing disgust, flinging his hands in the air before turning and disappearing into the trees. Then, a fierce caterwaul splits the air as DagGar leaps skyward.
Aye-yee! Aye-yee! Aye-yee!
A streak of lightning blasts one of the front gobbers in the chest. All four limbs jerk outward mid-stride. Then the creature slams face first into the dirt, flipping repeatedly as he rolls feet overhead before sliding to a twitching stop. The razor slides free, weightless in my grip. I barely register the ringing drone it makes. Tonkus crashes into Cair, steel on steel, unleashing the full brunt of his fury. Sean veers left, eyes fixed on the nearest gobber. Farthen charges the one flanking right. That leaves 3. Time warps, each second stretching as chaos erupts around me. Both hands grip the razor as I try to picture the tree of life. The form should come instinctively, but the first position slips away. These creatures, they aren't what the tree was meant to face. 2 gobbers rush forward, a third lingers behind, twitchy, hesitant. Their morphing flesh unsettles me, limbs shifting, bodies extending and recoiling around a slippery center of balance. Openings to strike appear and vanish without warning. The early branches come to mind. I nearly dismiss them as too cautious, too gentle, then catch myself. They might be the only chance I've got. Those maneuvers of mercy thrive on distance. They avoid deep strikes, keep the blade free. If I can hold them at arm's length, I might just stay alive. A flicker behind me, Sharael, wide-eyed, her silver sword raised but unused. No magic. I remember the flash of hesitation on her face earlier, though the details are foggy. No time to dwell. One of the gobbers leaps, knees bent, axe raised high, purple tongue lashing like a banner in the wind. I drop flat, dodging the blow, but a foot slams into my ribs mid-flight. The kick tosses me sideways, not painful, but jarring. Disoriented, I stumble, right into the bulk of the first gobber, creating a grotesque Cullen sandwich. Both gobbers stagger, but I land soft. Shoving hard, I break free and scramble back. Farthen's voice bellows nearby, swearing loud enough to shake my ears. I spin, scanning, just in time to duck. An axe whirs past, close enough to part my hair. They move fast, way faster than they should. I'd expected clumsy, frog-like charges, not this. One jiggling mass closes in, purple tongue slapping wildly, spewing foam in every direction. A heavy swing comes high from its shoulder. I lash upward, blocking hard. Steel slams steel. The gobber's weight drives the axe deep into the dirt at my feet. It laughs, a guttural, croaking thing, then releases the stuck weapon and lunges, trying to wrap both arms around me, trapping my sword arm. Cair yells for Sharael to fall back. I try to sidestep, but the gobber's just too big. It barrels into me like a heavy feather pillow. The ground slams into my spine. Air rushes from my lungs. The gobber lands on top of me, slobber raining down as it bares its jagged teeth. Sharp pain stabs through my chest as my breastbone gives. My arm's still pinned. The gobber fumbles for its axe, yanks it free with 2 vicious jerks, and raises it high. A flash of light slices the air. A gobber shrieks. The weight on top of me stalls for a beat, just long enough for hope to spark, then lifts the weapon again. Steel clangs. The axe flies from its grip. It howls, furious, and topples forward. Crushing weight buries me. Slobber oozes into my mouth, nose. Panic claws up my throat. I gag on the salty slime, but can't budge the massive corpse. Pain explodes in my chest every time I try. My boots slip, useless. My free hand shoves against the jelly-like flesh. No resistance, no relief. Black spots crowd my vision. I'm suffocating. Then, movement. The weight shifts, rolling away. Someone's there. I wrench my arm free and roll sideways, gulping air. Choking, coughing, chest screaming with every breath. I manage to get onto my hands and knees, the garden's pull washing through me, cleansing my throat and clearing the sludge from my lungs. Tears blur my vision, but I can make out boots all around me.
Help him up!
Cair calls from a distance, his voice laced with scorn. I cry out as Farthen and Sean grip my arms and hoist me. They ease me down again, letting me sit where I am. My chest feels wrong. Something inside isn't right. Even lifting my hand to wipe the filth from my face is too much. Exhaustion sinks deep. I lie back on a patch of grass, eyes closed, breathing shallow. Across the road, I spot the gobber with the broken arm sitting slumped in the grass. Cair watches over it. Sharael comes to me, her sword still drawn, its blade streaked with gobber blood. I think she saved me.
Farthen, Sean, roll these beasts off the road. We won't waste time burying them.
What are you going to do with him?
No reply, just a grunt. I try to sit up. Pain spikes through my ribs, sharp, deep. But maybe not broken after all. Sean and Farthen begin the grim work. One after the other, they roll the gobber corpses off the road. 7 in total, fallen at our hands. Sharael picks up the razor and sits beside me. She sets the blade within arm's reach. I drape an arm over my eyes, still catching my breath.
I couldn't do anything.
You killed the one on top of me, didn't you?
Yes.
Did you use magic? I ask, not accusing, just curious.
No. I have magic. But I am, in a way, exhausted.
Exhausted? She hesitates, then speaks with low, pained conviction.
I am a goddess.
She says it to reassure me, and I believe her.
But I am with few followers.
That matters? I ask. I'd wondered this, almost asked earlier, back at the inn.
Huh.
She says, half laugh, half sigh.
This morning, I was so grateful to have believers. I'd forgotten how much pain they can bring.
I don't understand.
Yes, it matters. If a god has no believers, then what makes it a god?
She breathes in sharply, lying on her side, head propped on one hand.
This morning, I was so excited about my believers that I used what strength I had to reward them. It was foolish. It left me defenseless. And worse, I've lost Sean. He was my strongest believer.
You truly gain strength through belief? I ask. It sounds strange. Maybe I'm still caught in old habits, distrusting her even now.
Truly,
She says, barely audible. Then don't worry about Sean. I don't think someone like him could be lost so easily.
he thinks I'm a liar, an impostor.
Her voice cracks, too loud. She glances around, lowering it again. I turn my head to her. My hand finds hers and I hold it. You are, I say. It's the truth. You're not the goddess he believes in, but you will be. There are truths left to tell, by both of us.
Not yet. Wait until Revet. We have business there. If we can find Doontry Cliveborn, we'll have clarity.
Oh? The frustration shifts, replaced by curiosity. But her answer is cut short by the crunch of gravel nearby. Farthen's shadow falls over me.
Lad,
He says quietly, nudging my foot with his boot. Then Sean's voice rings out, stern.
Wait!
I sit up to see Cair standing over the wounded gobber. The creature is shifted, now facing him. Cair's blade is drawn, pointed down toward its chest. Let him go, I say. Cair glances back at me, eyes hard. Now all his attention back on the gobber.
You are hardly one to be giving orders, not after such a poor showing.
I breathe deep. The pain in my chest is fading. I rise, stiff but able. He surrendered, I say. He's wounded. Let him go.
He'll only bring others,
Cair replies. I count 8 gobber bodies, but Billy's nowhere to be seen. The one who escaped will bring others. That's already decided. It's a matter of honor, I say, retrieving the razor and sheathing it. Suddenly, the gobber bolts. Legs coiled beneath it all this time, it springs up with shocking speed and charges up the steep slope. Massive but agile, like a bear. Cair reacts immediately, gives chase. "Leave him," I shout. "He only runs because of your threats." Cair closes the distance fast. Elven speed and reach. Even a creature that size can't outpace him. "Cair!" I yell, running to catch up, pain forgotten. Too late. Cair strikes once. The gobber rears back, croaks loud in agony, staggers, then tumbles backward, rolling downhill like a barrel. Cair steps aside, his blade glinting with blood. Farthen's hand settles on my shoulder.
lad, let it go.
His tone, soft, fatherly, reminds me of my da. Words echo from childhood, challenges faced, honor tested. I was taught to attack intent, not surrender, never to strike down an unarmed or fleeing foe. Cair wheels around, face red with fury.
Lad,
Farthen warns again. I ignore him. "You disobeyed me," I say, steady. "I gave you direct orders. I am first Parthis."
You are not first Parthis.
Cair!
Sean cuts in sharply, drawing his weapon. I raise a hand to stop him, uncertain if his blade's meant for Cair or me. Cair spins, pointing his sword at Sharael.
I gave you an order. Told you to stay back. You and that sword are my charge, my oath. You endanger that, you endanger everything.
Then his fury turns to me.
You're no use to us as consort. You can't even take down a single gobber. That sword belongs in the hands of a warrior, a leader. I'm giving you one chance to surrender it.
So, the challenge comes. I knew it would. Didn't think it would be over my showing.
Corelrin Alosis, stand down. You are speaking to your superiors. You, of all people, know the chain of command.
Cair glares at her, stalking forward. Sean steps to intercept, but I'm closer. I draw the razor. It thrums in my hand as I raise it, the point touching Cair's chest. He freezes.
You
He spits.
impostor.
Cair!
Sean yells again.
I speak the truth. She is an impostor. She is not the goddess I knew in my youth. She recalls nothing of what happened 100 years ago.
Enough, I say. The word lands heavy, commanding. There is much you do not understand. His gaze snaps to me. He steps back.
I understand enough. Will you surrender the razor?
Season 6, Episode 15, Challenge of the Razor. This is the point where tension stops holding. Doubt, disagreement, and competing ideas of honor finally break into the open. The fight on the road is only the surface of it. What matters is what comes after. The decision to show mercy, the refusal to accept it, and the moment where authority is no longer implied. It's contested. From here on, nothing between Cullen and Cair can return to what it was. If the series is holding your attention, consider leaving a rating or review. It helps others find the story and keeps it growing. I'm Mike Carmel, and this is the Dark Razor Chronicles. Thanks for listening.